I do have a little short video. There was a bunch of volunteers that, well, we can talk about this. I wanted to recognize our utility crews that do things behind the scenes every day that, man, you just don't know what they go through till you go through it. Is that a video you can play? I think there's some water activity there. That's fresh water, by the way. It's not sewer water. But he cooled off good. But I just wanted y'all to see this little snippet and understand there's so much that goes into what we do that nobody realizes. He's exercising a valve, trying to turn off a water line.
Yeah, it's crooked. You got to keep it at an angle. Keep it at an angle.
Okay. They make a piece of equipment I could buy, probably put it in the next budget, that will actually turn that electronically and save a little bit of time and effort. But that valve is hard to turn. It's probably hadn't been turned in probably 15 years, and so they have to loosen it up and get it going. So that's enough. And then we've got another video I want to show that we did. Our staff took this, and I want to recognize the work that's happened at Decker Gym by the community. It's incredible.
We're in Decker Gym. 4 years ago, we were in PNC Bank, and 4 years ago, this building was abandoned. It was a disaster. It was not anything that a normal person would be like, oh, let's make this a home. So then this next room is where Hood County Children's Charities is working out of. They just had Operation Back to School, so they've got a massive amount of stuff going on in here, but they provide all the school supplies for that. They do the clothes for the Heavenly Closets. They help way beyond that. They do a lot of work that people just don't know about. And they do it humbly, and they don't ask for the recognition, so it's lovely, actually. So the locker room is used by like 7 different nonprofits as storage, so now they're not paying monthly storage, they're just putting their stuff here. So this room we're so excited about. We host monthly trainings for nonprofits, the capacity building training. So that looks like they're all day. It can be anything from grant writing and research and reporting, or budgeting, or learning social media, learning AI. We really believed that in our community we needed a central hub place where people could walk in, tell their story one time, and get the help they needed from the entire community. This is a very exciting space for us. So we've been using it as a training room or a group meeting room, and actually we just got a grant from Atmos Energy to turn it into a multi-purpose studio. We will have a photography studio, a podcast studio set up, and then over here we will have a kitchen set up. So we're really, really excited about that. While our nonprofits provide case management, if there is a family that is getting services from a bunch of nonprofits, and we realize we could really get them out of this cycle if we could get together and create this program. So we do collaborative case management, and we'll bring that family in, we'll bring all the case managers in, and we'll sit down and we'll come up with a 6-month to 2-year plan. This room is our community project room. So anybody can borrow this room, that you just have to call and request it. Nonprofits can set up board retreats, they can set up board meetings. Nobody pays for any of the space here. So we still need to paint the new flooring. We actually have the paint donated to do the gym, And we have labor donated. We just got to get to a point where we have an empty gym to be able to do it because it's fixing to be a really busy season in here. And this is our boardroom. As you can see, there's a meeting going on. We have different boards and different committees meet in here daily. This room is booked huge amounts of time all day long. So if you need to reserve it, please call early. This is our counseling room. So if there is a counselor at a nonprofit and somebody doesn't want to go see them at the nonprofit because they're worried about the stigma or whatever, they're welcome to meet here. There's an exit door for an emergency exit, or they can come in that door. But this really is just kind of like a soothing room for counseling and stuff like that. Right. So that's your tour of United Way of Hood County. We would love to host any of you guys in your events. Just give us a call. Our number is 817-579-5100. This has truly been a community effort. We've had so many people involved. A+ Roofing, Leadership Granbury, Junior Leadership Granbury, Texas Paint and Wallpaper, Lowe's, C&J Painting and Remodeling, Jackie Gordon, Texas Made Air Conditioning and Heating, New Scope Marketing, the Kenneth Hill Foundation, Zachary Corporation, and Atmos Energy.
So I don't know if y'all know this, but that building was vacant the gym in that area was vacant for over 10 years. And you didn't see any disarray other than the painting that was still in progress in the gym itself, which was completed today, I just heard as I was walking into the meeting. So the people that have been volunteering their time and efforts replaced ceiling tiles, painted as needed, cleaned the floors, cleaned everything. Looks like there might have even been some new floor covering installed. The other end of the building we were using as a city when we owned the facility before we gave it back to the school, and it was our Parks and Recreation and our Clean Air Coalition utilizing those offices. So they were in pretty good shape, but the rest of that building was in terrible condition, and those volunteers worked in some heat and some long hours to get all that cleaned up. So let's give them a round.